Have you ever seen a woman who isn't the prettiest in the room, but every man's eyes seem to follow her? She walks in, and somehow, men crave her. It's not magic, it's not luck, and it's definitely not just looks. It's psychology. There are certain psychological switches that, when flipped, activate deep emotional desire in a man's mind. And once these switches are turned on, he can't stop thinking about you. In this video, I'll share 6 powerful psychological triggers that make a man crave you on an emotional and physical level. And trust me, switch 3, it's literally addictive. Let's dive in. 1, the effort reward switch. Men are biologically wired to pursue. That's not a cliche. It's rooted in dopamine, the chemical in the brain responsible for pleasure and motivation. When a man has to work a little to earn your affection, approval, or attention, his brain rewards that pursuit with dopamine. And the more he invests, the more he values the reward. Think of it like this. If you get a diamond for free, you might admire it, but if you worked for it, saved for it, earned it, now it's priceless. So how does this apply to you? It's about being emotionally available, but not instantly accessible. Instead of over-validating him early on, make him feel that your attention is earned, not guaranteed. For example, if he texts you something sweet, don't immediately respond with a long paragraph. Instead, wait a little. Give a warm but measured reply. Let him feel that your deeper emotional connection comes in layers, and he's unlocking them slowly. The more he feels like he's progressing towards something valuable, the more emotionally invested he becomes. Why? Because the male brain craves reward, but only when it's tied to effort. When you flip this switch, he starts thinking about you when you're not even around, wondering how to win more of your attention and craving it like a drug. 2, the absence amplifies desire switch. You've probably heard the phrase, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but in psychology, it goes deeper. What we can't have instantly, we obsess over. It's called the scarcity principle, the idea that we value something more when it's rare or unavailable. Here's the twist. It's not about ignoring him or playing cold. It's about creating healthy emotional space, a moment of silence, a day to yourself, a life that's full with or without him. When you always respond within seconds, when you're always available for a late night call or a last minute plan, he never has the chance to miss you. Desire is born in the space between moments. Try this. Instead of replying immediately, take some time. Even if you saw the message, let him feel the slight pause. Let him wonder what you're up to. Let him imagine you living a life that doesn't revolve around him. That little gap, it builds anticipation. It tells his brain she's valuable, she's not waiting around, and I want more of her attention. This also applies to emotional availability. Don't be the woman who spills everything about herself too soon. Be open, but save something. Make him earn deeper layers of your world. The less accessible you are, the more intensely he'll crave access. Men don't fantasize about what they fully understand. They become obsessed with what they can't quite have yet. That's why mystery paired with occasional absence is a psychological switch that triggers longing, desire, and obsession. 3, the unpredictable reward switch. Want to know what psychologists say is the most powerful driver of addiction? It's not love. It's not money. It's unpredictability. In psychology, it's called intermittent reinforcement, a pattern where rewards come unexpectedly and inconsistently. This keeps the brain on high alert, constantly wondering what will happen next. Guess what? The same thing that keeps people glued to slot machines keeps a man emotionally addicted to you. When your kindness, compliments, or affection come at unexpected moments, his brain stays hooked on you. Think of it like this. Instead of always saying goodnight with a sweet message, skip it occasionally. Instead of complimenting him every time he dresses nice, hold back sometimes and then randomly drop a compliment that takes his breath away. Why does this work? Because his brain can't predict the reward, so it stays in a heightened state of anticipation. That anticipation is craving. Be warm, be kind, but don't be robotic. Don't be so predictable, that he knows exactly what you'll say and when you'll say it. Instead, throw in a spontaneous gesture, a surprise compliment, a flirty glance followed by a playful cold shoulder. When he doesn't know when the high is coming, he stays emotionally alert and emotionally attached. And no, this isn't about manipulation. It's about maintaining your emotional depth and mystery so that every time he interacts with you, it feels fresh, exciting, and impossible to stop thinking about. This psychological switch creates emotional addiction, and once it's flipped, he'll crave you more than he can even explain. Or the mirror his masculinity switch. Here's a truth most women don't realize. Men crave a woman who makes them feel more like a man. That doesn't mean stroking his ego blindly. It means understanding how to mirror back his masculinity in a way that makes him feel seen, respected, and desired psychologically. This taps into his identity drive. A man wants to feel like your protector, your hero, your trusted partner. When you acknowledge his strengths, even subtly, it hits his deepest emotional wiring. So what does this look like? It's in the way you say, "I feel so safe when I'm with you." Or, "You always seem to figure things out. I admire that." These statements don't make you weak, they make you wise, because you're speaking directly to what he wants to be and giving him emotional permission to show up in that way for you. Now here's the twist. When a man feels he brings something valuable to your life, he becomes deeply invested. He doesn't just want you, he wants to keep earning you. And the best part, when you mirror his masculinity, he naturally becomes more attentive, more affectionate, and yes, he starts craving the emotional connection that only you give him. 5. The femininity and contrast switch. One of the most overlooked psychological switches is also one of the most powerful. Feminine contrast. Here's why it works. In today's world, women are often praised for being independent, strong, and ambitious. And that's incredible. But in romantic dynamics, what creates chemistry is polarity. Your feminine softness isn't weakness. It's magnetic to masculine energy. When you lean into your feminine traits, your warmth, your receptiveness, your emotional depth, you create a contrast that pulls a man in. Imagine this. He's had a stressful day. Everyone's demanding results, pushing deadlines. Then he's with you. Your energy is calm, inviting, emotionally rich. You've just become his safe place. Men don't crave more logic, more challenges, more performance from a woman. They already deal with that in the outside world. What they crave is a woman whose presence makes them feel peaceful, seen, and alive. So wear what makes you feel sensual. Speak in tones that are soft but confident. Use touch intentionally. Let him feel your energy, not just your words. Your femininity becomes a mirror to his masculinity. And in that mirror, he sees the man he wants to be. When you flip this switch, he won't even know why, but he'll feel addicted to the way you make him feel. 6, the emotional exclusivity switch. This one's deep, so lean in. Men may be physically attracted to many women, but they only crave the one who offers them something rare. Emotional exclusivity. It's the sense that you don't open up to just anyone, that while you're friendly, kind, and social, your inner world, your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, is only shared with him. Psychologically, this creates a feeling of emotional intimacy and uniqueness. It's what makes a man feel chosen. Let him feel that he's earned access to a part of you that no one else sees. Not by saying, "I don't tell this to others," but by slowly revealing your depth, your softness, your vulnerability only to him. When he feels like he's the only one who sees that side of you, he'll protect it, he'll feel proud of it, and most importantly, he'll become emotionally attached. Because men don't crave the woman who's available to everyone, they crave the woman who's open to them and them alone. It's the illusion of emotional exclusivity that triggers real commitment. And once this switch is activated, he'll go from liking you to feeling like he needs you. These 6 psychological switches don't rely on looks, money, or games. They're based on human psychology and they work. Oh, and if you want a part 2 with even deeper psychological insights, comment Crave part 2 below. Thanks for watching.